So Bianca Belair has always wanted to have a WrestleMania match against Charlotte Flair, and she does have the star power and the wrestling abilities to have a great match. So why not have Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 39? Now, you read the title, but where does Rhea Ripley come into the match? Well, I thought that Rhea should win the Royal Rumble, challenge Bianca Belair for her title. So far, it's Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair confirmed, and also the Raw after the Royal Rumble is now happening. It's also the Raw after the Royal Rumble. Bianca Belair comes out to the ring and tells the WWE Universe that no one can take away my title. I've worked way too hard to keep this title around my waist, and there's not going to be a single soul named Rhea Ripley to take this title off. But as soon as Bianca Belair mentions Rhea Ripley, she interrupts Bianca. The entire Judgment Day interrupts Bianca, and Rhea is right in the middle. Finn, Damian, and Dominic surround the ring, and Rhea Ripley slowly steps into the ring. Rhea and Bianca have a face-off. Now Rhea picks up the microphone, and while the rest of the Judgment Day is by her side. But now Bianca is alone. She has no help. She has no backup. And Rhea says to Bianca, you know how long I haven't been pinned. Do you want to know what's my one-on-one win record for the past year? I'll answer all those questions. I haven't been pinned for months. I haven't lost a one-on-one match in months, almost even a year. Do you understand that? I didn't even lose the Royal Rumble. That's how good Rhea Ripley is. And we haven't crossed paths since the War Games, but I guess. And then Rhea Ripley stops saying, she stops talking, she throws the first punch. Bianca and Rhea brawl it out. Rhea goes insane for that title. She takes the Raw Women's Championship and hits Bianca Belair in the face with the title. But Bianca Belair has very real life superhero powers, superhero babyface powers, and she gets back up, and then those two go to the back. They brawl backstage, and throughout the night we see a bunch of backstage segments of footage of Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley brawling. But the night isn't over yet. At this point, Charlotte Flair is not in WWE just right now. She hasn't returned. She's still off. We got an announcement that Charlotte is gonna make her grand return on Raw next week, and she has a special announcement. Now, what could that be? We're gonna find out. So the next week, Charlotte Flair returns, and then there's a table inside the ring. Now, it's basically a contract sign. Now, Charlotte says that, I'll cut to the chase. I know all of you want me to be Raw Women's Champion, and the crowd boos. They don't want Charlotte anywhere near the title. But Charlotte keeps going on and on about her precious Raw Women's Champion, and she says that there's gonna be a new Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 39, and she has the WrestleMania 39 contract, and the contract is already signed by Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair for the championship at Mania. Now Charlotte Flair proceeds to sign the contract, squeezing in her name onto the paper, and no one is stopping her. Not a single soul, not a single commentator, not a single WWE official. And as Charlotte signed the contract, Rhea Ripley comes out to confront Charlotte, and she runs into the ring and tears up the contract. Charlotte just laughed, and now she takes, and I'm sorry, but I forgot to mention that how Charlotte Flair found the contract. She just found it, okay? She found it lying on the floor, and there we go, she just found it. But anyways, Charlotte just laughs and she talks into the microphone. She says that she printed another copy just in case someone ripped the first one up. Charlotte signs the second copy, and now Rhea and Charlotte start brawling. Just before things get out of hand, just like last week between Rhea and Bianca. The referees are ready to stop the brawl. They stop the brawl and escort both of them backstage. Now this match is sort of made official. It's a triple threat match at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair was not on the show this week, but next week she's back on Raw, and she's furious. She says that she and Rhea signed a contract for a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. But now she found out that Charlotte Flair is out of nowhere gonna be in this match. She says that Charlotte does not deserve this. She says that I've been the champ for almost a year now, and you've been gone for months. You haven't done anything to deserve a title shot. Because I don't care if there's 1 people or 2 people or 3 people or 4 people I have to beat. I'll make sure to pin both of you because I am the EST and I am fighting champion. So basically at WrestleMania, it's now going to be Bianca versus Charlotte versus Rhea for the title. Now next week on Raw, we're going to see Charlotte Flair come out to the ring, but next week, Charlotte Flair comes out on Raw and she says that why should we wait until WrestleMania? But Bianca cuts Charlotte off and says that I also can't wait until WrestleMania. And I'm feeling good today, so I have a little proposal for you. And she says, you and me at the Elimination Chamber. But then Charlotte says it's for the title, right? It's for the championship, right? But Bianca says, hell no, it's not for the titles. And Charlotte asks, and then she asks Charlotte, what did you do to deserve a one-on-one title shot? Charlotte doesn't know what to say because she doesn't deserve one. But yeah. So yeah, it's Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair at the Elimination Chamber. Non-title. Both women arrive at the Elimination Chamber, but before the match starts, Rhea and Dom come out to the ring to watch the match. But they don't really do anything as of right now. But the match is what you expect. It's good, it's very good pacing, it's a variety of different moves, near falls. But eventually, Rhea Ripley slides in a chair in the ring while Charlotte Flair is down. And Bianca and Rhea are both looking at each other. And then Charlotte Flair picks up the chair and is about to hit Bianca Belair with it. But Bianca Belair lies, cheats, and steals. A little homage to Eddie Guerrero, and the ref disqualifies Charlotte Flair. Now Bianca Belair wins the match. Now I know that this isn't like a babyface thing to do. Like I want to make the storyline a little bit different. No, because like I don't want all of them. But yeah, while Bianca's celebrating, Rhea attacks Bianca Belair with a chair shot to the head, just like she did to Beth Phoenix a while back. Yeah, both Charlotte and Bianca are laying in the ring while Rhea Ripley walks out standing. Now, the Raw after Elimination Chamber, we see Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair in separate backstage interviews, but we don't see any sign of Bianca Belair. We don't get an update, but we do get a pre-recorded video from Bianca Belair, which she's in a neck cast. She's selling her injury. She's selling her attack that Rhea did to her. And she says that she's gonna be out injured for a few weeks. Now, since Bianca's written off the storyline, Rhea explains why she attacked Bianca with a chair shot in the backstage interview. Rhea says that the only reason why she did that is because I didn't want Bianca Belair 100% at Mania. I want to target one part of her body and make it weak. So all I have to do now at WrestleMania is do a couple of neck breakers, and I'll become Raw Women's Champion. The interviewer asks Rhea Ripley Charlotte, but then Rhea Ripley says Charlotte shouldn't even be in this match, and inserting herself in the match is the biggest mistake that she's ever made. And Rhea Ripley says that I've got Bianca injured and Charlotte is the next one in line. So it's made official that Rhea Ripley vs Charlotte Flair is gonna happen in 3 weeks, not this week, but we'll see Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, obviously. The next 2 weeks, Rhea and Charlotte kind of just stay away from each other. For some reason, they don't touch a single time before their one-on-one match, but yeah, it's time for Rhea versus Charlotte in the main event of Monday Night Raw. It's a few weeks before WrestleMania and Bianca Belair is still injured. She hasn't returned, but the match undergoes and it's a major brawl. While Charlotte is trying to wrestle, Rhea Ripley is not letting her do that. Rhea takes Charlotte up to the top rope, but she reverses it. Charlotte gets some offense in for a little bit. She dominates for the most of the match, and then Rhea Ripley hits Charlotte Flair with 2 riptides and 1, 2, 3. No false finish, and Rhea Ripley wins the match clean. While Charlotte Flair is down, Rhea Ripley gets another chair and is about to hit Charlotte Flair on the neck just like she did to Bianca. Out of nowhere, Bianca's music starts to play. She returns and she goes right for Rhea Ripley. She doesn't have the neck cast anymore, and eventually Charlotte Flair gets back up and they take this brawl around to the crowd. This goes on for 5 minutes, but that's how Monday Night Raw goes off the air with all 3 of the women beating the living shit out of each other. Yeah, it's the week before WrestleMania, and we haven't heard much promos. In this rivalry, so we're gonna fix that. Each woman comes out separately and cuts a promo. First, Bianca Belair comes out and she says that the number of women I have to beat isn't the problem. The only problem that I have is people like Charlotte just handing themselves opportunities like this, and no one stopped her from signing the damn contract. But no, that doesn't matter because Charlotte Flair, you dug yourself into a hole that you're not gonna get out of, because I'm the toughest, the roughest, the strongest, the blah blah blah, Raw Women's Champion. Then later the same night, Charlotte Flair comes out and does the same. She says that she's just carrying the Flair legacy. Winning world titles is what the Flairs do in the household. If you're not a world champion, you're a nobody. Now, I don't care if I have to sign a contract illegally or bust my ass to get a Raw Women's Championship match, but I'll tell you this right now, I'm motherfucking Charlotte Flair you're dealing with. Not dealing with Becky Lynch or Rhea Ripley or any other person on the roster. Charlotte Flair is beyond levels upon levels than what you could ever become. Charlotte leaves, and lastly, Rhea Ripley comes out with the Judgment Day, and they hype Rhea up to see a big match for her, a big match for the Judgment Day, and a big match for Rhea Ripley, of course. She says to Bianca, keep that title nice and clean for me. Mommy's coming, and if mommy wants, mommy gets. Obviously, she's referring to the Women's title. And she also goes in about Charlotte mentioning their Money in the Bank match and SummerSlam match where Charlotte beat Rhea Ripley both times. Now, Rhea Ripley calls Charlotte Flair a washed up piece of shit. Because simply, Rhea Ripley is just a better wrestler right now. And I don't care if, and she says that, I don't care if you're a Flair because in the Judgment Day, everyone knows what we do to legends. I mean, ask Edge, ask Beth, or even ask Rey Mysterio. You don't want to be like Charlotte, and then she leaves the ring. And that's the build for the match. Nothing too crazy, I'm gonna be honest. I did rush the storyline, but hey, whatever. It's time for WrestleMania, and all the women come out and they're ready to put on banga after banga, and banga after banga it is. It's banga after banga. It is a triple threat match. It's basically a no DQ match. The weapons get involved, and Bianca and Charlotte start brawling while Rhea Ripley goes under the ring and grabs not one, not two, not three, not even 4 or 5, but she grabs 6 chairs. She takes all those chairs into the ring and she does the top rope move to Charlotte Flair, and she lands right on top of the chairs. I forgot to mention that that spot happens like 15 minutes into the match, so yeah, this match is kind of long. But now Charlotte Flair is out of the match. She's probably injured at this point because of all the chair shots. But as soon as Charlotte rolls out of the ring, Rhea Ripley gets back on her feet. Belair does a KOD on the steel chair, and Rhea Ripley, she goes for the pin, 1, 2, kick out. They keep spamming finishers because why not, but eventually the person who walks out Raw Women's Champion is Rhea Ripley. Ripley becomes the new Raw Women's Champion, and I do think that Rhea Ripley should dethrone Bianca Belair, and Rhea can probably start her reign of terror with the Judgment Day. I would like to see this happen in real life, and I would like to see Rhea Ripley win the Royal Rumble to make this happen. I only have one more match for this. Now, I do only have one more match on my WrestleMania fantasy booking, which is Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. So yeah, Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes is the last match for night 1. And then we're gonna be moving on to night 2. That's right, I ain't done. My dumbass ain't done trying to book shit. But yeah, I'm still going. We still got 9 more matches after this video. I'll compile all of that into one video if you guys want to watch that. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, aka Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre.